All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're doing an explainer based on the personal journal of a woman who is, to put it mildly, living a double life. And it's a life so packed with action, it almost doesn't seem real. So, meet Paula Becker. And as you can see from her own words, she's got two identities. On the surface, she's a manager for a troupe of famous Shakespearean actors, but below the surface, well, that's where things get really, really interesting. So you've got this official job, managing a traveling theater company. But her real work, it's way more dangerous and the stakes are, infinitely higher. Her entire mission, the reason she's a spy in the first place, it all boils down to this one thing: stopping a massive terrorist attack planned for America's 250th anniversary. That's it. That's the whole game. Okay, so what does being a world-class spy actually look like day to day? For Paula, it means taking a very hands-on tour through the criminal underworld. And she's not just winging it either. She has a very clear, methodical process. To get to the bottom of the plot against the 250th, she's targeting three totally different groups. We're talking organized crime, religious extremists, and a domestic terror cell. Her first stop is Italy, where she breaks into a mafia office. But the intel she finds is, well, it's frustratingly weird. They confirm New York City is the target, but their list of suspects is all over the place, from foreign governments to, even Rudy Giuliani. It's almost useless. But then, in Harlem, her surveillance really pays off. This time, she finds concrete proof. We're talking recruitment flyers, specific instructions for members on the day of the attack, and a direct link to another cell. This is the real deal, and she immediately gets it to the FBI and DHS. And this is where it gets truly terrifying. When she raids the headquarters of a domestic terror group in Richmond, look what she finds. This isn't just talk and flyers anymore. They have a full-blown arsenal, including military-grade machine guns. The threat is absolutely real. During that raid, she almost gets caught. After taking down two guards, non-lethally by the way, she escapes. But not before dropping this line. It's a calculated piece of misdirection designed to make them think a rival group was responsible. So while she's busy taking down terror cells at night, her days are filled with a completely different kind of chaos. And honestly, it's arguably even more frustrating. It's this jarring switch she has to make every single day. And Miss Timeline, it gives you the perfect taste of the kind of absurd problem she deals with. One day, it's preventing an international incident over a mustache trimmer, and the next, she's bailing out 80-year-old actors for getting frisky in Central Park. And then, she's forced on stage herself. I mean, it doesn't get much more surreal than this, right? This is an actual request she gets on the team bus. It perfectly captures the unique indignities of her day job. And here's the real kicker. She has an Oxford degree in English literature. So you have this brilliant, highly trained woman whose duties include picking up used medical supplies. The contrast is just, wow. Now, as if all that wasn't enough, we have to talk about the most unpredictable element in her entire life, an actor by the name of Nathan McCracken. See, Paula's problem is she cannot figure this guy out. One minute, he's her biggest liability, always late, a total HR nightmare. The next minute, he's single-handedly saving the entire company with a brilliant speech, or fixing her top-secret spy gear, or protecting her. He's a complete contradiction. And if you thought that was weird, get a load of this. In Richmond, he deals with a giant rat problem in his hotel room by killing them with a sword. And then he immediately uses the situation to flirt with her. It all feels like some kind of performance. So naturally, all of this leaves Paula with one single burning question about the guy. She knows he's playing some kind of game. She just has no idea what it is. But you can only keep two completely separate lives apart for so long. And with all this pressure coming from both sides, those carefully built walls she has around her identities, well, they inevitably start to crack. And here's where it happens. A moment of pure chaos. Her purse falls, and a luggage cart runs right over her most important piece of spy equipment, a thumb drive loaded with all of her hacking tools. It's completely destroyed. And who's there to help her in this moment of sheer panic? Of course, it's Nathan McCracken, the one person she can't trust. He not only offers to help, but he actually fixes the drive. But in doing so, he sees the software on her screen. He sees her secret. She thinks fast, right? She comes up with this flimsy excuse about it being her brother's drive for photos. But the damage is done. He saw something he absolutely should not have seen. And this moment right here, it just captures her whole conflict perfectly. She is so completely exhausted from her spy work that she just lets her guard down and falls asleep on his shoulder. So even with all her suspicion, his unexpected kindness is creating this really complicated and frankly dangerous intimacy. And that really brings us to the core question of her story. She's juggling a terror plot, a circus of actors, and this wild card who might know her secret. But the real question isn't just about whether she'll stop the attack. It's about how long anyone can live such a fractured life before the chaos just consumes them completely.